Alright, so episode 2 of Zombieland Saga Revenge just dropped, and they did something. They just did something that I don't really see happen too often, or I don't, or at least off the top of my head, I don't think I've seen happen. So, well, slightly, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Here's the thing. So Zombieland Saga, there's gonna be spoilers for episode 2 of season 2, so keep that in mind. So basically, what ended up happening was Saki got her heart crushed and her first love came to an end. Shocking. First things first, it's crazy as that, what's it called? They actually confirmed that and they actually made that happen because as a veteran in shipping goes, it's crazy to think that would. It's like having Love Live and it turns out, I don't know, Umi actually was in love with another person that's not anyone. Shippers would lose their mind. They would lose their goddamn mind that this exists, and I'm kind of curious to see how people react to this in the subreddit and just online. I want to see how it goes, but I want to make this video after watching it because there's just some thoughts. So basically, Zombieland Saga has a couple of ships. The biggest ships you can pretty much find are Ai and Junko. Sakura and Saki is a big ship too, but what's it called? I haven't been to the subreddit in a long time, so I don't know how it's changed since the last time I've seen it. But Sakura Ai was also popular. Sakura Ai Junko, that was the OT3. But other than that, Saki was pretty much just with Sakura. A little bit of Ai, but not too much. Actually, was it Ai? Yeah, it was Ai. Yeah, but not too much. Mostly just Sakura and Saki, right? So you have this ship that people have been rooting for in what's it called, season 1, and then bam, episode 2 of season 2 confirms that Saki was in love with someone else, and the ships just like got shot down by cannons, like official cannons, bro. And they were like, yeah, that ship didn't have a single chance. I mean, it might still have, doubt it, X to doubt, but the fact that because her first love did come to an end, but it was really cool that they actually confirmed that, like they really went into it, and what's it called? So that's something you just don't see happen at all, really. Like you have this group of idols, and you really don't introduce love interest or anything like that at all. Like Love Live, you got none. I mean, I haven't seen what's it called? Idol Master. I think they have a producer in that, so like the producer's like the male character and stuff like that. I don't even know if he has a name. Like I said, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know. But like in terms of like Zombieland Saga and just like all female cast where you have what's it called, a lot of shipping going on, you usually don't get that. Like you usually don't get a confirmed. Like even in Yuri Yuri, you don't get a confirmed love interest. Like you have the ships like Kyoko, Ayano, and you have like Kyoko, Yui, you have Himawari Sakurako, and but like they don't confirm nothing. Like they just stay, and the more it just stays teasing you, but that's about it. Like the only thing you get is Narashiko, which is Sakurako's older sister. It's confirmed that she has a girlfriend, but what's it called? You just don't know who. She likes teasing everybody. But what's it called? They won't give you anything. Same like anything really that just has an all-female cast. They'll always just have nothing but ships and what's it called, and that's it. They won't give you nothing else other than that, other than shipping bait and stuff like that. But Zombieland Saga was just like, nah, yeah, she was in love. She confessed her love, but pretty much got shot down because the guy was like wants to become older and stuff like that. But what's like hit me up, but she's never gonna grow older because she's a zombie and she's been dead for like however many years, probably like 30 years or something like that. But what's it called? But yeah, that's crazy that they actually went in with that and like they actually had that happen. Like they didn't even like hint about it. They straight up aimed the gun at the ship and was like, bam, blam, gone. They were like, yep, they did that. And so I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's super interesting. Now, as someone who does ship in Zombieland Saga, it actually didn't affect me that much. It was pretty cool to see that happen. The reason why is because Zombieland Saga to me is one, super amazing. Two, for some reason, just does not really get my shipping vibe going. Like, yeah, I have ships. Like, if I had to pick a ship, I'd probably pick. I actually really like Sakura. What's it called? I think that's my favorite ship. Is Sakura Tai also after what's it called? Seeing the last few episodes of in the first season. That's been pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, just and obviously Sakura Saki. You know, the main ships, they're all cool. I like the ship. There's really like no ships that I don't like, but in Zombieland Saga. But like for some reason, Zombieland Saga just didn't really get my shipping vibes going. It just didn't do it. Like there's some animes where it's just like, oh, shipping is a must, and if something like that, like for example, if Yuri, if for some reason it turned out that Yui ended up being in love with some random guy, like because guys don't really exist in Yuri, but for some reason a guy shows up and it turns out that she was actually in love with her, I would probably just like my entire world will come crashing down. Not really, obviously I'm joking, I'm over exaggerating, but I'd be pretty bummed out. I really would be pretty bummed out because Kyoko Yui is the OTP for me. So that being said, if it was confirmed that they had a love interest after that, it'd just be such a huge shock. So like to people who are big into shipping into Zombieland Saga like this, and I wonder how this affected them, because it's something you don't really see happen. It's something you genuinely don't. At least I don't see it happen a lot. Like the only I mentioned in the beginning, I was like kind of, but it's not the same thing. It's because I was thinking of what's the name, Nice Koi. There's a side character, and he was in love with the teacher, and you know he confessed his love. It didn't work out, whatever. It got rejected because she was getting married or whatever. The point is, it's not the same thing because he's a side character. No one cares too much about him at all. But in this case, Saki's not just a side character. She's one of the main. The whole group is the main. And like, it's really just amongst themselves. It's kind of like if you have any character from like a harem, right? Or no, not really a harem, because the point is that they're supposed to be in love with each other. So never mind. So it doesn't work. So just like take a group of platonic friends, and you start shipping them within each other, and bam, it just turns out that they like someone else. It's like, what? Crazy. It brings shipping. It's like, this is the canon shit. That being said, I'ma stay shipping Sakura and Saki. It stays being a good ship. I like it. But now it's gonna be like, damn, this isn't canon. It most likely can't be canon because, you know, but I mean, her first love did end, so who knows, maybe things change, but I don't know. I think it's too soon for that. It's too soon. Other than that, it's just kind of a rebound. But I don't know. I just found it super interesting. There's not much else to say, but other than that, because it was super interesting. I also really like how they took over the radio station. That's actually really interesting that happened. I wonder if that's gonna play a role, or I wonder how that's gonna work. If it's gonna play a big enough role into the actual anime series or not. But we'll see. That being said, the main focus is that that Saki had a love interest, and she confessed her love, and it did not end well. And the crying face was like huge. That's like the nail in the coffin for anyone who thinks that like, oh, the I love you was more of like inspirational. For the crying probably puts it into the crying, and her saying that she's never gonna grow old is like into an older person is probably like the nail in the coffin that, yeah, this was a romantic love interest. That's crazy. It's really, really good. It was really, really good. I liked it. It's something different. It's a breath of fresh air, and I love getting fresh air, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.